Hello Divi Nation and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to show you step by step how to install and set up the free blog post template for Divi's charity layout pack. This is the final result we're aiming to achieve. So without wasting a lot of time, let's dive in and let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is to head over to this link, which I will link to in the video description below. This is where you'll get the blog post template for the charity layout pack. So once you get to this post, you want to scroll down until you get this notice which says get it for free today. Click on that and this will take you to the opt-in, and this is where you want to add your email address. So I'm just going to add mine here and then click on download. So immediately this will show up. This is the button to click to download the files. So I'm going to go ahead and click on download the files. So now quickly, you can see this has been added now to my computer. So I'm going to come over here, show in Finder, and then just open this file that I've just downloaded. I'm going to double click on that, and there's the blog post template. So what I'm going to do next is to come over here to my website and scroll all the way down here to Divi and then click on theme builder. So this is where we need to add our template. So I'm just going to drag my Finder here where my file is. And then I'm going to click here on portability, click on import. And now I'm going to drag this file that I downloaded earlier on. So I'm going to drag it over here like that. And then making sure these two are checked, I'm going to import the theme builder template. All right, so our template has been imported. So before I save changes, let's take a look and see what our posts look like at the moment. So I'm going to open this in a new tab, and then we're just going to go to this very first one here and click on view. So the layout right now is pretty much basic. This does not have any styling on it. This is what you get by default when you install Divi. Right, so when I come back over here now and click on save changes and then come and refresh, you're going to notice that we now have a totally new design on our page, which has this large image here, which is our featured image, and then the title. And then over here, we have this make a donation button, and we also have this design right here. Okay, so you can see we also have related posts, and the comments area as well has been designed. We also have news and updates. So as you can see, this is a beautiful blog post template. So now I'm going to go back into our builder here and show you what we can do to change this. So I'm going to click here on this pencil icon, and this is going to take me into the builder itself. Okay, so now I am in the builder, but as you can see, there are so many elements that I can go in and change. So let's say I want to change the text of my title here. I can just click on my module settings, and here we notice that this is a dynamic title, which means whatever title you add on your blog post, it'll just pretty much pull that and update this dynamically. Next, I'm going to come over here to design, and this is where we can make some customizations to our text. So let's say you want to change your text font here. You can change it to, let's say, DM Sans, or you can change it to my favorite one, which is Poppins. So you can just search for it here and select it. Okay, so as you can see, it's very easy to change, and you can also play around with the sizes here. You can make it a bit smaller if that's a bit too big for you. So this is where you'd make the change. And you can also go into the tablet sizes, make it a bit smaller, go into the phone, and you can also change the colors. So if you wanted to change the colors here, you can change it right here. But of course, that doesn't look great. So I'm going to go back to my color. Now, let's say your charity has totally different colors and the branding is totally different to what you have here. Well, that's easy. All you have to do now is to target all the areas that has color and start making your color changes there. So let's look for this button here. So here we can go into design button, and you can see use custom styles for button is already activated. So for your background color here, we can change this to orange, and just by clicking that, we have changed our button color. But of course, I'm not going to change that, so I'm just going to remove that. Next, you can also make changes to the content that goes into your blog post. So here you can go into the titles and change the actual font. So maybe you want to change it to Poppins, and that will just, change everything. And if you also want to change the color, this is where you'd go in and change the colors for your headings. So you need to do this for each and every one of these. So you can see now we are working on heading 2, and you do the same for heading 3 and so on. But I'm going to leave it as it is and close out of here. Next, we are going to take a look and see how this image here was added in the background. So this needs to be, this was done in the section settings. So I'm going to click here on this gear icon, go to my background, and sure enough, on the image tab, this is where the image is. So if you have your own image, this is where you'd come and add your image. So I'm going to close out of here, and moving on, let's take a look here now at this area here. So again, if you want to change your background color, you'd go into your section settings, click on background, and here on the background color, you can change your colors like that. So as you can see, this is very easy to change. Close out of here, and this module as well, you can go in and make changes to the texts and also the sizes. On the related posts, you can change this title here, which says related posts, change the color itself by coming over here to design. And I'm going to click on this paintbrush tool, and this is going to take me straight to the actual heading, which in this case is heading 2. You can change the font, you can change the color, and so on. And then all the way down here, we also have our comments. This background area here can be changed by coming over here to our section settings, and over here on the image, you can also play around with the colors. So let's add our orange as our first color. And for our second color, we're going to add some transparency, because what I can see here is there's an image in the background, which is showing through, and this is where the image is. So you can change this image as well to your type of image. And by doing so, you'll be customizing this to your own design. So again, I'm going to close out of this. And then finally, we have this news and update section. You can change the colors of the opt-in settings by coming all the way down here to your background, and you can change your color here. But just by doing so, you can see all my fields have changed. So it doesn't matter which color you go with. And I think this is a really cool design. Okay, so I'm going to close out of this as well. Now, this I've pretty much shown you before. This is where you can go in and change your fonts, and you can change your paragraph text here. And of course, here we're using some dummy text. So in your case, you want to go in and add your own copy in there. Okay, so pretty much this is what makes up this blog post template. So once you're done with all your settings, you can just come over here to these 3 little dots, click on save. And what I also do is when I close out of here, I also click on save all changes, because a few times I've forgotten to save and nothing happened pretty much. So anyway, once you're done with that, you can then go to any blog post, because this is going to be applied pretty much throughout the whole website where you have blog posts. So any blog post you go to is going to have this layout. And just to prove that, we're going to take a look at post 1 here on the related posts. And you can see here, it's pretty much the same. And let's go to Hello World. Now this one here will not show the featured image. So let's see what that looks like. So if you don't add your featured image, you would not have an image showing here. It will just be a white space. And the title is still there, which is great. So make sure you add your featured image. So back here, this is what it should look like. So there you have it. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, and do follow us on our social media platforms. By doing so, you'll be notified every time we release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.